Good morning, good morning. I see everybody, except for all the people downstairs who need to come on up. This is your wake-up call. No. All right. Looking good. We're going to sing, or I will sing, God Is. Where I am, God is. Where I stand, God is standing strong. Where I breathe, God is breathing life in and out and through me, as me. Where I sing, God is. Where I dance, joy lifts my feet. Where I live, beauty's flowing free, in and out and through me, as me. Where I doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I seek, God is the answer, here and now, forever and ever. Where I speak, truth is. Where I work, love is my career. Where I play, God is playing boldly, in and out and through me, as me. Where I doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I seek, God is the answer, here and now, forever and ever and ever. Where I speak, truth is. Where I work, love is my career. Where I play, God is playing boldly, in and out and through me, in and out and through me, in and out and through me, as me. Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. We have, a couple seconds left before we actually go online, right? But thank you, everybody, for being here this morning.
It's so great for all of you guys to be here. This is a wonderful singer who we just had is Callie Carvajal.
Thank you.
I'm Ryan Harvey. I'm the Director of Media, Information, and Technology here at Unity SF. And we are so grateful for all of you guys to be here. And as we kind of continue in this beginning and this opening, I want to bring us into another song.
All right, let's do this.
Come on up. So this is Sitting on the Gold Mine. Let's start that. I've had so many doubts along the way. Felt like life was just another bill to pay, without anything to show. So I figured out that every day my fortune's always found within my faith, and all I need is to let it flow. For there's no wall around me, only fears truly bound me, and all I need is trust and I am free. I'm sitting on a gold mine.
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 My treasure has been right here all the time. I'm sitting on a gold mine.
I'm sitting on a gold mine.
Finally, I'm breaking through. It's only lies. All these people telling me to run and hide from the truth of what I am. But I'm telling you, the future's bright. Tomorrow shines like diamonds in the sky. And all I needed was to understand that whatever I'm believing, yeah, that's what I'm receiving from the riches that reside inside of me. I'm sitting on a gold mine.
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 My treasure has been right here all the time. I'm sitting on a gold mine.
I'm sitting on a gold mine. I'm sitting on a gold mine.
So don't you listen, never listen to that voice that says you better play it safe, that says you don't have any choice, 'cause you're as gifted as an angel, as brilliant as the sun. Say the word and heaven has begun. Sitting on a gold mine.
I'm sitting on a gold mine.
We're sitting on a gold mine.
We're sitting on a gold mine.
Our treasure has been right here all the time. We're sitting on a gold mine.
We're sitting on a gold mine. We're sitting on a gold mine.
Sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold mine. We're sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold, sitting on a gold mine. Sitting on a gold mine.
Kelly Carvajal and Carolyn Carvajal. Woo! Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Palm Sunday. Did you know that in the first century, when the gospel writers or the Christian scriptures were writing the gospels, they paired the story of Jesus with Passover. And this is also Passover weekend, so happy Passover to all of our friends who celebrate Passover. This combination has been centuries in the making and centuries in the unfolding. And here at Unity, we celebrate it all, for we know that every single path, every single spiritual path, even the rough ones, lead us to the divine, lead us to God. So I invite you to celebrate with us today. My name is Reverend Ken Daigle, and I have the pleasure of being the senior minister here. I also have Melissa coming up. In the seats in front of you, we have the Unity Lenten booklet. We're in the 6th Sunday, right, Tom? 6th Sunday of Lent. And Melissa's going to do a reading from us. You can pull out the book if you want to read along. We're reading from April 10th today, and that is on page 52. Take it away, Melissa.
Good morning, everybody. Today, we're talking about self-criticism. I release self-criticism. Our brains are programmed to look for the negative as a self-preservation mechanism, but that critical vigilance is easily turned on ourselves. We may nitpick our performance at work or lament the parts of our bodies that are aging or in pain, ignoring all the elements of our lives that are working perfectly. Today, I let go of self-criticism. I begin to see the marvel that I am. I am made perfect in the image and likeness of the holy. I am a glorious creature worthy of honor and praise. I love myself. I am feeling myself, as Beyonce would say. I am grateful for all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. The Christ Spirit lives, moves, and breathes in me as me. So we have an affirmation that we'll say together. I'll say it first. Today, I am fearless, flawless, and fierce. Together. Today, I am fearless, flawless, and fierce.
In the midst of everything that's going on in the world right now, everything that's going on in our nation, and everything that's going on inside of us, it is really important to know that truth about ourselves, that we are fearless, flawless, and fierce. Let's take that to our opening prayer. I invite the prayer chaplains to surround us, whether the prayer chaplains are at home watching or here in the sanctuary with us. Know that right now, in this moment, we are held by Spirit itself, by that energy we call universe, God, source, divine mind, eternal Father. We come to this moment fully supported, embraced, and protected. And no matter the ruins, the rubble, the discord, the fighting, the pain, the suffering, we know that we are protected, that we are held in the highest and the greatest esteem. For our source is God itself, and there is nothing that can sway us from the truth of our being. We are magnificent expressions of divine love. You are a miracle in physical form. So today, we open ourselves to knowing this truth fully, wholly, and completely. We let our light shine. We let ourselves be seen, known, and celebrated. Today, we step forward in faith. We step forward in power. We step forward in love. And we celebrate with one glorious statement. I am so blessed. I am fierce. I am blessed. I am that I am. And so it is.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of a night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One pale thin ray reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of love. We may not reach the ending, but we can start. Slowly but surely mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, maybe now, we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of love. When your trust is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you could give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but finally a city of love, of love, of love.
Thank you, Callie.
Woo!
Wow. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Tom.
How are you today?
I'm good. You're back from Maui.
I'm back from Maui. Somebody has to do it, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome to everybody that's online today. It's good to see you here with us as well. You know, today reminds me of something. My mother was a charter member at the church I went to when I was a kid and taught Sunday school for 28 days, so you knew I was there. And on this Palm Sunday, the sixth Sunday of Lent, was always the final fitting for the Easter outfit. Anybody had that little experience of the Easter outfit? And I always thought it was weird. We had this final fitting of this Easter outfit that was always too big. And I would say, well, this is like really big, and yeah, you'll grow into it, right? So it always reminds me and makes me think of my mom on this Palm Sunday as we get ready for next week, Easter.
Yes. Next week is Easter, and as I mentioned earlier too, the Easter and the Passover stories are so conflated, but it's also another Jewish holiday that gets mixed in. If you remember, if you grew up in a Christian culture, you know that on Palm Sunday, and as I'm sure you guys did at your church too, we say, Hosanna, glory to you who comes in the name of the Lord. And they're waving palm branches at it. That actually is from a Jewish psalm, right? The Hosanna psalm, and it is actually done at Sukkot, which is a fall festival of thanksgiving and blessings of, but when they put the Jewish, the Christ story, the Jesus story, with Passover, they moved that ritual to Palm Sunday.
Wow.
Right? And so that happened in the first century. after Jesus' time on earth. And when I went to ministerial school and we learned all this, I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense now. And it all starts to piece together. But in churches for millennia now, they've not told that part of the story, right? They just made it like that was what actually happened. But at Unity, we know that the scripture and all scriptures and the Christian and Hebrew scriptures are representative of our own spiritual journey, right? And we get to say hallelujah when we come in the name of something greater than us, when we show up and we show up at the sacred spots of our lives, knowing that we are supported by God. Spirit.
Wow. Don't we love how we learn something here every week? You know, he brings us all this wealth of knowledge that we didn't know before, and maybe some did, but I didn't know all that.
Right?
Yeah.
In ministerial school, we all talked about this. This has been known, all the facts of how the scriptures got put together, been known for hundreds and hundreds of years, but ministers have never shared it with their congregations because they thought it would make them lose faith. Right? Lose faith in Jesus, lose faith in the church. And I love the opposite effect of that. If we really tell people what we know, that it brings us together in understanding. Understanding that there's not a Jewish faith and a Christian faith and a Muslim faith and a Hindu faith. There is only the faith that we know that we are here for a divine purpose.
Yes.
Something bigger than our physical lives.
Yeah, I love this. It adds so much more meaning. For a long time, I wondered why on Palm Sunday all we did was go butcher the palm trees in my house in the yard in Florida. We would take all these palm fronds to church, and as we grow, we learn all these things. And yes, that's this idea that we are really, it's about faith in something greater than we are, however we may express it. Yes, thank you.
And for us, if you've never heard this, if this is your first time hearing this at a Unity perspective, we don't believe that Jesus was the great exception, but the great example. Meaning Jesus isn't the only one that can do these things. He isn't the only Son of God. Each and every one of us are the offspring of divine intention. And we all are the beloved, each and every one of you. Sitting at home, sitting here with us today, you are the beloved.
Wow.
Yeah. That's your Easter lesson for today.
Take a breath on that one. Yes.
And that's why we always say we are unapologetically inclusive, right?
Yes, we do. No matter where you're from, what you believe, how you think, we welcome you here. And we have an affirmation for being unapologetically inclusive. I'm going to say it and then we're going to know it together. Are you ready? I commit to awakening myself and the world to infinite possibilities. Please know this with me. I commit to awakening myself and the world to infinite possibilities. Thank you.
So, if this is your first time here, we have some gifts for you out in the lobby. And we ask you to take one of the Unity magazines or a daily word and help yourself to those. If you're online, please fill out the connection card, which Tom's going to mention in a minute, and we will send you a gift online.
Yes, we will. Thank you, Ken.
Take it away.
Did everyone get a bulletin? If you didn't get a bulletin, please raise your hand, and our wonderful ushers will bring you one, our welcoming team. We love our welcoming team. If you look inside the bulletin, you'll see there's a spiritual connection card. And if you see it, you can just rip it right out really easily. And we'd love for you to fill this out and let us know the information here about you. If you've been here a million times, it lets us keep our database clean and up to date. And if it's your first time, we want to know all about you and how you got here and how you found us here at Unity of San Francisco. And please hold on to this because we're going to refer back to it later at the end of the service. And, here at Unity of San Francisco, we have many opportunities for you to have a little break, a little meditation. This morning, as I try and always do on Sundays, spend it in a sound meditation at 10:15 on Sundays by our very own Reverend Elizabeth. Raise your hand, please, over there. If you've not experienced this, I encourage you to. I don't know about you, but in these times I find my mind racing sometimes, in these moments that we take just to recenter, to breathe, to plant our feet. We also have midday meditations Monday through Friday at noon, either with Reverend Ken or a prayer chaplain, to give you that little special boost during the week for just 15 minutes. It can mean a whole lot. And then there's an archive of meditations, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute, whatever you like, on unityofsanfrancisco.org that I find to be really recharging at times too, when I need a little more time and a little time by myself. So now it is time for our interactive meet and greet. The music team's going to come up, and if you're willing and able to stand for our community song, and please know that afterwards we're going to talk to the people online, so please join us back there.
All right. I think we mostly know this song. What do you think? All right, we look ready now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start the day, knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred and power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine. Break the shadows of my mind. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Lift my thoughts to higher grounds, knowing miracles are all around. Life is filled with opportunities. I know good is coming to me. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim it. 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 I claim a blessing. All right.
Time for you to greet each other with a handshake or a hug. Say hi to our friends on Zoom. Everybody. Woo. I don't know if that was on. Yeah. It's good to see you.
Love it. I hear great things.
Hi everyone. Glory. You can't hear? You can't hear? No. No, hear me? No? Yes, you can. Oh, hi. Hi everyone. Nice to Hi, Luna and Sean and
Oh,
David, Daniel. Nice to see you guys.
I'm so happy to see you all. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco, and it's a wonderful service. So, aren't we happy?
About redwoods. Everybody loves redwoods.
say hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome, everybody.
Good to see you all.
As our kids make their way to the platform,
Miss you all.
I invite you all to come on up. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Roma. Oh, Joshua, I want to hug too. Okay. All right. I know there's be more time after this. Joshua, come here. No, you can't hide behind the plant today. So, welcome, everybody. It's now time for our blessing of our children. So, whether you are have children in your life or not, we know that the world's children need this affirmation. And we were talking about it at Unity at our prayer chaplain training yesterday. And Elizabeth, where are you? We were wrong. It used to be that. We changed it a long time ago. The affirmation says exactly as you are. We changed it a while ago, but in our heads has stuck the old one. So Elizabeth and I are talking, I'll let you in on the clue now. We were working on affirmations. I'll clue you into what we're talking about. And one of the affirmations that we created in the group said, just the way I am. And we were questioning the word just. Like, it was almost apologetic, right? The word, and it's like, and affirmations are to change our mind from the error thinking that we've been holding, right? So when we're really clear and careful with our affirmations, we hone them to shift our thinking so that we can live a better life. So for the world's children, for your own inner child, and for these kids, the Easter Bunny has arrived. We say this affirmation. I'll say it once and I invite you to affirm it after me. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Let's know this together. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. And so it is. All right, kids, go back. They are putting affirmations, speaking of affirmations, they're putting affirmations and chocolate candies and Easter eggs today, getting ready for our Easter events. So today, after service, they're going to do a lot of them, but I'm asking us to stay and organize. If you haven't made plans yet, make this plan now. To help us fill all the Easter eggs, on Friday, we are having our friends from Rita de Garcia, which is a women's shelter here in the city, and the women and their children are coming over for an Easter egg hunt in the park across the street. And we need to have their 40 kids. We need to have all the Easter eggs for 40 kids ready. And we've collected all across the counties, San Francisco and Marin, we've collected children's clothing. And we're going to turn downstairs into a store for them so they can come pick out clothes for their kids and take them home in shopping bags at the end of the event. As of this morning, we had one person signed up to help us. So we need you to sign up. Friday, the event starts at 3:30. And we need you to be here at 2 or 2:30 so we can be ready so that we can welcome these people into our home and provide them an Easter experience. So you can go on the QR code in your bulletin, and they'll put this link up online for you right now too. You can sign up using the QR code or go to our website and sign up and become part of this creating Easter love for this family, all right? For these families. And then next Sunday, after service, at this point, we will do an Easter egg hunt for our kids and all the kids who come to Unity San Francisco. And we'll take them after service across the street and do an Easter egg hunt there. So we'll need some help on that as well, just to manage getting the kids across the street and putting the Easter eggs out. On the Saturday before Easter, which is next Saturday, we're going to be creating our flower bouquets for our Easter experience. If you've ever been here at Easter, we do a beautiful job, and this year it's going to be different because we have the screens. But we're going to have a beautiful bouquets, and then the Easter setup, flowers will be ready for your Easter portraits. You can come and use it as a red carpet event and take your pictures at Easter. And then, of course, next Sunday is our Easter service. Bring yourselves, bring your families, bring your friends. We look forward to having you here. Now, I'm going to invite back to our platform Ryan Harvey as our soloist today. Ryan, please take it away.
Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way through the dawning day. I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill, wanna grow from the side of a hill. I don't care if that train runs late, if the checks don't clear, if the house blows down. I'll be off where the weeds run wild, where the seas fall far from this earthbound town. And I'll start to soar. Watch me rain till I pour. I'll catch a ship that'll sail me astray. Get caught in a wind, I'll just have to obey till I'm flying away. My mind, I wanna wake without wondering why, finding myself in a burst for the sky. I'll just roll, lets me lose all control. I wanna float like a wish in a well, free as the sound of the sea in the shell. I don't know, but maybe I'm just a fool. I should keep to the ground, I should stay where I'm at. Maybe everyone has hunger like this, and the hunger will pass, but I can't think like that. All I know is somewhere through a clearing, there's a flickering of sunlight on a river long and wide. And I have such a river inside. Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way through the dawning day. I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna fill, wanna grow from the side of a hill. Wanna shift like a wave rolling on. Wanna drift from the path I've been traveling on before I am
Ryan Harvey! Great job. Thank you. I feel like the proud papa. Ryan came to us when he was 17 years old. Yes, 8 years ago. And has been part of this community ever since. So we are so blessed. Once again, Mr. Ryan Harvey. As I've told you many times, I've been writing this book, and it has been truly monumental undertaking because it has challenged me and everything I think I know and everything I believe to be clearer all the time. And the editor of the book suggested the title of today's talk as the title for the book, Unapologetic Manifestation. Because what I've noticed in my life, and I've noticed in many of our lives and many of our interactions around prosperity, around abundance, around money, let's just call it, around money, is that we feel unworthy. We feel unworthy at a core level of receiving and taking in all that we need. And here's the thing I've learned in the 10 plus years I've been teaching it, in the 30 years I've been studying it as a Unity Truth student, is that you don't get what you negotiate. You don't get to keep what you negotiate. What you get in life is what you feel worthy of. What you get and you get to retain in your life is what you believe you deserve. And many of us have inherited, absorbed, incorporated this false notion that if we take what we need, if we take what is ours, what is our desire, what is ours to claim, that we are taking it away from someone else. And that our good comes at someone else's cost. I have to win. I have to hoard. And that's where our hoarder complexes come from. We have to make sure we have enough for that rainy day. And it's that belief, that intrinsic misunderstanding of our nature that causes scarcity in our lives. It causes us to squander what good or push away what good shows up at our doorstep. But in this process, I've noticed something. The tree, there's a redwood that surrounds my house. And all around us are examples of this beauty. The tree doesn't apologize for taking all the sunlight it needs to grow. The tree does not apologize for being in the ground, for absorbing the rainwater that seeps through it, for taking the nutrients from the dead and the decaying leaves from last year. It takes all of that in and grows to its magnificent height, its magnificent spread, its magnificence, and never apologizes for it. So why can't we be like the tree? Why can't we grow into all that we're here to be? To fly, to soar, to shine, to be everything our heart tells us we're supposed to be doing. And not apologize for taking what is our birthright. You know, the tree, when the tree shines, takes the leaves, take in the sunlight, it doesn't deny it from anyone else. Have you noticed there's more than enough sunshine to go around for every tree on the planet and still have more left over? The sun is shining and that radiating light is going out in all directions. It's not only hitting Earth, but it's hitting Venus and Mars and Pluto and Neptune, and all the planets all have their fair share. Isn't that the same with your good and your good and your good and your good? God, the infinite, the source of it all, can give you all that you need and have tons left over. So why do we shrink from these moments? Why do we shrink? Let's learn what the tree teaches us. Never apologize for reaching. It claims its sunlight without guilt. It draws deeply from the earth's nutrients, and it grows at its own pace. It rests in the winter when it needs to, and it grows again in the spring when it's time to grow. And we, as human beings, lament, oh, it is not going fast enough. Oh, it's going too fast, right? Oh, spring is over for me. I'm in the twilight of my life. We have all these excuses for why we can't shine. But I have to tell you, the old trees around my house, these trees that are beautiful beyond compare, have been there longer than I've been on the planet. And you don't hear them just say, oh, this is the end. They say, look at how beautiful I have grown to. Look at the beauty that my twisted and battered bark has created. And then the tree blesses everything in the world through its very existence. It provides oxygen for all of us to breathe. It provides shelter for animals and plants and insects underneath it, for birds, and it provides shelter for us as the tree is turned into woods. This building, this magnificent building we're sitting in, I've had the pleasure of being up in the attic above this beautiful wooden ceiling. I've been below it, crawling in the underspace. I've seen the walls stripped down to the studs. You know what they all are? Beautiful redwood trees. Ancient, old-growth redwood trees. We are sitting in the shelter of a magnificent tree. Many trees, which have grown for millennia and have continued to share their energy and their source and their vibrancy with us here today. We are blessed by them. And that's what we can be too. You know, everything that has happened to you in your life, everyone who has come and gone from your life, the ancestors that preceded us, have all enriched the soil in which we take root. There's an old saying that says, you should bloom where you're planted. Well, when you're planted and your roots reach deep into the soil, when your roots reach deep and know the truth that they are taking nutrients that have been given by those who came before us, the dead and the decaying trees from before have enriched the soil. The very nature of earthworms and microbes and decay and nutrients all exist in the soil. So everything that's happened to you, everything, the things you call good, the things you call bad, or things you want to forget about, those relationships that you call, tragic, right, have created a rich, rich tapestry that you get to grow from, that you get to understand and nurture right now in your life. The Buddha says, you yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. So can you know that you are worthy? Can you know that you are that magnificent tree in whatever stage of life you are, taking in all of life and love where you are? Love the point, the moment of your life, and to say, this is my riches. This is the bounty and the abundance, the prosperity which with I can draw from. There is no limit to the amount of sunlight I can receive. And my taking the sun does not. My taking my good does not take it away from anyone else. Right? Your abundance, your light does not diminish anyone else's. Abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into, Dr. Wayne Dwyer said. Right? We tune in to the source, to the infinite supply of good in your life, everything changes. I know it's a great slogan. It's a great platitude because we all have bills, right? We all have obligations. We all have unexpected things happen, right? I had to go to the dentist this week. Got the bill that's going to come once I finally have the work done, right? We all have rents to pay or mortgages to pay and car notes to pay and kids to put through school and things we want to purchase in our lives. And sometimes we can get myopic and think, where is it all going to come from, right? And we get so closed. I know because it happens to me, right? And even when you think you get yourself in alignment and we understand these teachings and we understand prosperity, absolutely, I wrote the book on it. Well, I manage the money here and I help my husband, he's here somewhere, manage the money at our house and our kids' money. And all of it sometimes can feel overwhelming. I'm not saying it doesn't. What I'm saying is that is a false belief in limitation and lack. And that when I can step back, when I can take a breath and know that, yes, the bank balance says this, but I know the bank balance isn't the only source of my good, right? The true source of my good in the unity teachings and in my deepest conviction is spirit, is God, the universe. And in this analogy of the trees, the sun is part of the source of my good. And channels may constrict, and channels may close off, and new channels may open up, but the source of my good is God itself. And when I kind of align to that, I can shift my thinking and think, okay, my income isn't dependent on one job. My income is from spirit. And my affirmation that I wrote with the prayer chaplains yesterday is that I receive riches when I share my true self. I am prosperous. I receive abundant riches when I share my true and whole self. I am prosperous. Can we know that together? I receive riches when I share my whole self. I am prosperous. Say it. I am prosperous. One more time. I am prosperous. We are sitting in a magnificent multi-million-dollar building filled with technology that is the envy of many, many churches, filled with talent that surpasses anything that any other church has. We sit around these 100-year-old windows that were made by artisans in the last century and recrafted for us in the 21st century. We sit in the most magnificent city on the West Coast. I'll give some other cities are pretty too, but for California and for the West Coast, I think San Francisco rocks, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Just drive. As someone reminded me yesterday, I drive from Marin County through these beautiful hills and mountains on my way, looking at the bay, cross the Golden Gate Bridge, and drive through Pacific Heights to get to work every day. I am prosperous beyond measure, right? That is the beauty that we get to take in at every moment. But we put these blinders on and say, oh, well, you know, my car's 4 or 5 years old. It's got 100,000 miles on it. I'm feeling the lack. I'm feeling the lack of that. I drive a 4-year-old car with 90,000 miles on it, and it gets me here every day, and I am blessed to have it, right? It's not what I choose to spend my money on. One of the great lessons that I learned is, oh my God, saying I can't afford it is an awful affirmation. It is. It's an awful affirmation. I can't afford it. No, what someone taught me years ago was to reframe it as, I choose not to spend my money on that, right? I choose not to spend my money on that. I'm choosing to spend it on food. I'm choosing to spend it on shelter, right? We have a big mortgage up in Marin. We choose to spend our money on shelter, right? That is a choice, and it takes you away from being the victim of life and the circumstances and your pocketbook and your bank account into an agent with agency. A participant with vibrant agency on what you want to invest in. I want to invest in this. I want to invest in sustainable things. I want to invest in a win-win for the planet. So my growth, my shining, my light blesses you as well. Just like the tree gives freely of everything it creates, the oxygen, the leaves, it lets go of the leaves when it's time to let go of the leaves. It doesn't hold on to them. I may need this dead leaf one day, right? And how many of us have drawers at home filled with things that we have not touched in years, right? Holding on to them for the day we might actually need them. Well, like a lesson from the tree, can we be like the tree? And when it is time to let go, trusting that new life will come along. New life will appear. But many of us hold back, thinking we have to be good enough first. We believe the false teaching of our many, many world's faiths that teaches that we're miserable sinners. And we have to prove that we're good enough to God, to our parents, to some unimaginable outside they, that we're good enough to receive good. I am good enough to receive millions of dollars. I am good enough to receive wealth. I am good enough to deserve a job that lights me up. I am good enough to have a partner that adores me. Yes, I am. I love you too, sweetie. I am good enough just as I am. I am not born in sin. I am born as an original blessing on the planet. I am the beloved. I said it to you earlier. You are the beloved, and your playing small does not serve the world. We also have this embedded fear that if we say, yes, I want to make $1 million, yes, if I want to be a rich person, that we're being greedy. And again, it's that belief that if we get what we need to thrive, to prosper, to grow, that somehow someone else is going to go without, when the absolute opposite is true. There is more than enough money. There is tons of more than enough of material supply. And when we take it and with the consciousness that we are going to share it, that there is not a lack, that we can share it just as freely as we get it, we are then blessing the planet with our gifts. And then we always have this one. They'll think I'm too big for my britches. They'll think I'm being arrogant. They'll think I'm all full of myself. He's so full of himself, he thinks he's entitled to all this. Well, yes. Yes. I am entitled to happiness, to joy. You are entitled to prosperous living. You are entitled to love. You are entitled to abundance. You are entitled to everything that your heart longs for. The only question is if you're going to say yes to it. Are you going to say yes to it? Are you going to say yes to I receive my good without guilt? Yes, I receive the abundance of the universe with pleasure, and I give as easily as I receive, right? And yes, I give as easily as I receive. But many of us have guilt about receiving, right? We have guilt about, I didn't do anything to deserve this. How is this happening to me? And we give it away. We squander it. I know that in the throes of my addiction, when I was at my bottom, what they call in 12-step, your bottom, that I would receive money and I would squander it so quickly because I had this deep sense of guilt. Deep sense of guilt about who I was at the moment. But that wasn't my true identity. That was a false belief, an error thought that I needed to release. to let go of. I needed to release the belief that I was somehow, that was my identity, an addict. Somehow that the belief that I was flawed and not good enough, which drove me to the addiction in the first place, then became the identity in this twisted moment. And it has taken years to unpack that at a new level. Today I can stand here with you and see you wholly and completely and know that you are a magnificent expression of God, of life's longing for itself. And you are here on the planet to give of your wisdom, to give of your talents, to give of your time and treasure so that we can create the heaven on earth right now that is needed. Heaven is not a destination in the sky. Hell is not a place below us. We go when we die. Heaven and hell exist in here, in our consciousness right here and now. And so what are we going to claim? What are we going to manifest in today's life? Our deepest fear, as Marianne told us, is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Who are you to shrink in the face of what's happening in the world and what's happening in your life? You are a magnificent expression of the divine, and your playing small does not serve the world. What we need to do is align ourselves with our highest purpose. We are here for a specific reason. Mark Twain said, there are two great days in your life: the day you were born and the day you find out why. Right? The day you were born and the day you find out why. When you can align with your higher purpose, what you're really here to be, as an agent of love, of wisdom, of truth, of knowledge, of passion, then you can prosper and grow. You can prosper into the truth of who you are. Unapologetic manifestation isn't about selfishness. It's about alignment with your higher purpose and living life so that you are free to give from the abundance that you know is everyone's birthright. There is no lack. There is only lack thinking. There's only scarcity consciousness. I love this. Paulo Coelho wrote, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Right? That's the key. Is where do you look for the people who and the things and the opportunities that are conspiring with you, rather than the things that say no? Not everyone will resonate with you. And you cannot help everyone, but you can be that tree. Your growth, your fulfillment, your empowerment changes the world. When you grow to your full splendor, you provide protection for others. You provide a great example. Mel Robbins, in her new book, Let Them, talks about this, right? It's like when you shine, when you let yourself shine and achieve, you are setting the example for other people to follow, right? You are providing the shade from the winds, from the rain that people need to go, oh, this is the path forward. So let yourself be successful. Let yourself talk about your success. Share your success and share it generously. Give it away as easily as it came to you. You provide oxygen for everyone. By your success, by your living your life to the fullest, by you being sober, by you starting a business, by you helping with your job, by you volunteering and helping with people who need that helping hand up. You're providing the oxygen that makes the world go round. You're also providing beauty and inspiration, because my God, you're a beautiful community. Look at yourselves. Oh, yes. Are you beautiful? Yes. Oh, come on. Are you beautiful? Yes. You are stunning. Your being here is just miraculous. And that creates joy. Joy is contagious. Have you ever noticed how laughter is contagious? Even if you don't know what we're laughing about, We had so much fun this weekend with the prayer chaplains. We were laughing about ourselves as the greatest follies that we are. That understanding that joy creates more joy, success creates more success. We are then planting seeds. We are Johnny Appleseed going through the earth, providing what's possible in every moment. That is the great joy of being like the tree. As I said earlier, your playing small doesn't serve the world. Your giving, your shining, your growth, your example serves the world. Let's take that to our time of manifestation and live life like a tree. Meditation, manifestation, and live life like the tree. I'm going to invite the music team up, and I'm going to invite you to get comfortable in your seats and uncomfortable in your consciousness, right? Uncomfortable in where you've been in your life, and to let that bubble up. Let the places where you aren't grounded show itself to you. Let yourself where you aren't expansive, living as the tree, filling up every space you can. Let yourself feel into this moment. For right here and right now, we live and move and breathe into the space of infinite possibility. Just like a seed planted in the soil, we're ready to crack open. We are ready to go into this place of stillness and darkness and see what pops up. So I invite you, if you're ready, to close your eyes, to let my voice become your voice, and to let Spirit lead the way. As we are planted in this spot, we feel the soil around us, the nurturing, the wisdom, the very tactical things of our lives. The fertile soil that many helped contribute to. We feel the moisture, the rain, warmed by the sun, softening our calcified shell. We feel our shell soften and break, our rigidity loosen and crack. We feel the impulse from within to grow, to expand, to push out beyond limited thinking, push out beyond darkness. And we peek out of this tomb and reach for the light. Reach for the light that pulls us higher and higher. Reach for the light that draws us and transforms us, moves us from being to beingness, moves us from simple to complex, moves us from fragile to sturdy and strong. Today we grow. Today we choose to let ourselves be known. And we notice that in each moment and in each cycle, all that we need is provided, from deep within the earth to deep into space. The sunlight streams from places millions of miles away. And the earth is as close as our toes to the ground. Both are channels of our good, and all come from the one power and the one presence we call God, Spirit, life, source. You have blossomed into this magnificent tree. You are here to provide shelter, warmth, beauty, love, caring, support, oxygen, joy, serenity, and peace. This is why you're here. You have been called to this planet at this moment for a holy purpose. Today, we remember the truth that we are the beloved. We are Hosanna, the one who has come in the name of Spirit. We are the ones who are celebrated today as we come from our humble origins into the magnificence of our true purpose. This is the true Palm Sunday, where we say, Hosanna, I have come in the name of the Lord. I have come in the name of God. I have come in the name of Source to let my light shine, to let my spirit soar, to let my purpose be seen and known. And so it is. And so we let it be. Ashe. Namaste.
I was searching, I was looking for meaning. I was wondering, desperately trying, only to see I have nothing missing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I want to enjoy it. Proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. My motivations can't be validations. I'd always be starving for more affection, the wrong attention, only to feel like I am nothing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I want to enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I want to enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan and Callie. Wow. Ryan, thank you for sharing your gifts with us today. What talent, right? Reverend Ken, thank you for this wonderful message. This message, yeah, really. This message that my abundance doesn't take away from anyone else's. In fact, my abundance allows me to share it with others. Wow. Thank you. So if you remember, we have our spiritual connection card that you filled out earlier, and I know you all did because I asked you to. If you'll get it out again, we have some spiritual practices for this week that we want to share with you. So they are, this week, I take in all that I need. I'm open to grow in every way possible. And I give from abundance. And this week, I create prosperity. So please fill it out on the thing. You can check all of them, one of them. You can add your own. And when the basket comes around, please share them. Reverend Ken keeps these for the week. He ignites them with prayer, with his abundance into prayer to manifest what you've put on there. So please do that. Thank you. So, after the service, we have a spiritual discussion group. So the folks that are online, hopefully you said hello to them earlier, have a discussion group afterwards, and now you're invited. So grab your food, head in the conference room downstairs, and join for a lively discussion about what was discussed today. And today was pretty lively a discussion to talk about, I think, so it's a great day to join in. I want to share something with you now about time, talent, and treasure. You know, there's many ways that you can give here at Unity of San Francisco. You can give of your time. You've seen many people doing that today. We certainly have an abundance of talent. The music team, the band, the people who speak, the people that work, really an abundance of talent. And we love your treasure. For those of you who give, we're so appreciative. This all happens from what we give. It's the only way it happens. And look what we've manifested by what we give. I want to tell you a story that happened to me this last week. I've been working with the Unity on Maui this last year and into this year. We're doing a year-long process that I'm working with the minister, the board, and some leaders in the community on what I'm calling expansions. And we worked on this big process of prioritizing what they wanted to get done and then starting with the priorities and working down them. It's a small church. It's in an old Hawaiian cottage with a bunch of windows, the trade winds blowing through. You could smell the flowers outside. Really vibrant community. Small, wants to grow a bit. So we worked on this, and you know, this giving and receiving idea is a flow. We don't give to receive. We don't receive to automatically give. This is something that's a flow. If I give you something, I shouldn't expect something immediately in return. If I give you a smile, maybe I won't get a smile back, but I bet you I'll get my smile later. So I was on my way to the church, and I was feeling like, wow, I've been giving a lot. I've been going here and doing this, and I've been giving a lot of my time and my talent, and I'm just not feeling it, you know, and I'm starting to get this, like, you know, heavy feeling. I'm going to the church, and I'm ready to tell them at the meeting we're going to have later that day that maybe it's time for us to wind this down, you know. We've been working on this, and maybe it's just time for it to be over. So I'm in that place. Because every now and then we get lessons. You ever get lessons you've already learned? Yeah, they seem to come back around every now and then. So I'm sitting there in the chair, feeling in my little slump. And as I watch the service and I look around me, I see the manifestation of everything we've been working on. Simple things. This beautiful guest book, greeters, people supporting the minister, recognition of volunteers. It went on and on. Every one of the things that we had been working on were right there before my eyes. Well, I took a deep breath, and I went to that meeting that afternoon, and I recharged us to continue on and looking at the next things on our list and keep going. Because knowing in giving, I will receive, and in receiving, I will give. The time is not up to me. What it looks like is not up to me. How it might manifest. Thank you. Thank you. So please, we love, if you could, there's a QR code that you can donate. The basket's going to come around. We'll take your check, your cash, your ring, whatever you want. And know that we appreciate it. And you can go to unityofsanfrancisco.org on the website, and there's a method to donate there. So as we accept the donations, please bring them in. We have an affirmation, and our music team is going to lead us in singing that affirmation. Please.
Ready? I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for this. So go ahead.
Yes, we have lots of things to tell you about. First of all, A Course in Miracles. I saw Terry online, so make sure you wave at her. The Course in Miracles group has started. It started on April 8th and goes through May 6th. It's online only, and you can still drop in. I hear it's going really well. So how many people have been exposed to the Course of Miracles? If you've not, or you need a refresh, this is a perfect example, perfect time rather to do it with Terry.
Great. And then my class, so those of you who signed up, I'm starting the Unapologetic Manifestation course. That's the new course, and the book is being copy edited right now, but if you sign up for the class, you will get the book in galley form. And it's gonna be 10 weeks starting Monday the 28th. It's online and in person. So we'll be meeting in the conference room downstairs, and you can be anywhere across the country, anywhere around the world, and work with us from 6 to 8:30 Monday night Pacific time. This is a tithing course, meaning that for the 10 weeks of this course, we're asking that you give 10% of your treasure to the course and to your highest good. We talk about tithing as investing in what you want more of in your life. And I promise to deliver lots of information, lots of work. We're creating a workbook for the course for the first time ever. You'll have a companion workbook for all 10 weeks. We're going to have rich discussions and rich exercises to work every week. And you are the beta test. We're rolling this out, and then we're rolling it out nationwide with the book next year. So Unity World Headquarters and myself are in cooperation of how we're launching this. And we need you. So sign up today, and if you have any questions, talk to me after.
Wow, our minister, the author. Wonderful. Sign up for that.
I'm not playing small
course.
anymore,
Yes.
Tom.
I got that. Would you like prayer? We all can use some prayer. Say you brought something that maybe you don't want to leave with, or maybe you have a joy that you want to anchor in prayer. Well, our prayer chaplains will be around the room later. You can find them in the white stoles. Take a moment in prayer with them. Their affirmative prayer will lift you up.
All right, and so thank you to everybody who made today's service possible. Our hospitality team has been at work downstairs, and we have a great luncheon ready for you. Our volunteers who are working on the Easter eggs and the clothing today, thank you for staying and doing that. Our ushers and greeters who did an incredible job today, thank you, ushers and greeters. Our prayer chaplains, our music team, And most importantly, you. We can't have a service without you. So thank you for getting up. Thank you for putting on your clothes, getting out of your house slippers. I'm sorry if you're still in your house slippers at home. Thank you for being on Zoom, online, and sharing this with us, everything. Everyone who joins online and in person, we're so glad you're here. Thank you. Let's take this song. I invite you to stand as you're willing and able. And one of our favorites, I Expect a Miracle.
Right. Yeah. Woo. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible, and I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible, and I feel the intangible, and I see the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. Hey, hey, just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. All right. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible, and I feel the intangible, and I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible, and I feel the intangible, and I see the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. Hey, hey, just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. All right. I'd like to introduce our band. They really help us keep it going. And without them, what would we do? We'd be kind of silent. That's not fun. Well, first, on the guitar, we have Luke Schwartz. Woo! Give it up. All right. Over on the drums, my heart, my passion, Mr. Brian Fischler. And over there in the back, we got Mr. Mark Baum on the bass. Give it up. And without Mr. Man on the keys, Arthur Koo. Give him a great round of applause. All right. But with that, we have saying an affirmation, actually. And it is, I am prosperous. Say it with me. I am prosperous. Woo! All right. Are you ready? I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. I expect a miracle. Every day I affirm there is a way. Always a way. Just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. Hey, hey, just believe and receive it. Affirm it will happen today. All right. Thank you very much. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
everybody. I don't know where I am. Oh, there I am. Good to see everybody. I don't know everybody there, but, bless you.
Hello, sneaking through. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Bye, guys.
Everybody take care. Have a great breakfast. We're going downstairs for a great one, so hope you all have something good, too. And there's nobody else around. So,
Put the mic down.
see you all next time.